Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode number 10 of the Minecraft series. Today, I don't really know what my plan is. I just kind of hopped on literally 10 seconds ago and I decided, you know what? We're recording day number 10. Very exciting that we have made it thus far. And the progress that I have made has been pretty good. Honestly, I'm quite impressed with my 30-minute time limit per recording. I am pretty impressed with what I have done so far. So I figured for episode number 10, I could kind of just talk about what I have done and then also go mining, because mining has not been done, and this is ridiculous. There we go. But mining has not been done since, I believe, episode 2 and 3, I think. So we definitely need to mine. We definitely need to get into, I just put something on my axe. Yeah, we definitely need to mine. We definitely need to get down into the depths. But first, let's just discuss what is going on. So we have this little sugarcane farm here. My first big build, I say big, but it really is a small project, but my first build project of the series was this bridge over to this other island, because I thought that it would be super cool to be able to connect this side of, or I guess this area, over to that little island there, so that I can create, and I had a vision for this, but so that I can create like a little jungle gym tree house type of thing over on this island. With that, obviously, I need jungle trees, and I am shooting for the tall jungle tree. So that one right there, I want to get at least one more of those trees, but for some reason, I'm getting the shorter trees, which they're not terrible, but they're just not what I'm looking for. I'm really looking for those large jungle trees to be to grow over there. So I'm still in the process of that, but you know, right now that has not yet happened. And I am going to just take a little bit of wood along with a furnace for the for our little mining trip that we're going to be doing. So on top of that, and on top of everything with that island and the bridge over there, the way that I did the lighting on the bridge is just, I used fences, and then I went one down on each side, so you can gradually see them get a little bit higher, and then I put vines on the bridge as well. So I'm really happy with it. I think it's a good first build. It took me a few episodes to actually get done, but honestly, I'm not going for speed in this series. I'm not going for, you know, anything crazy. I'm really just going to have a good time, and once again, that 30-minute time limit per episode, I'm trying to stick to that the best that I can. Now, sometimes I do get carried away. Sometimes it is beyond my control. And I end up going overboard, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. That is Minecraft for you. The reason I gave myself that time limit, I guess, for anybody watching this for the first time is, I want to, and I'm probably going to stop saying this here pretty soon. I'm probably not going to add this into the video, but, I want to keep the worlds interesting. I want to keep myself entertained, engaged with the world, with the builds, with everything, and I think the best way to do that will be to set a time limit for myself. So that is my plan. Now, I cannot get these chickens. I cannot breed these chickens. I already did that, but I haven't done as much breeding off camera as I would have liked, but that is not a big deal. That is okay. Eventually, it will really start to go crazy. Yeah, eventually it'll start to go crazy. I'll just have so many that I can actually get in there and, you know, make the most of it. So for right now, my plan in this episode, as I said, is to go down into the depths and get mining. That is the one thing in this series that I have not done the most of so far. One moment, checking my phone. Yeah, all set. But yeah, that is the one thing that I have not done a ton of in this series, is mine for now. So what I'm doing is I'm making a bunch of torches. I'm going to bring coal. I'm not going to bring sticks because I already have that. I'm going to bring the iron pickaxe. I'm not going to bring the shovel. And I believe that that should be everything that I need. And what I do want to do is what I always do, write down the coordinates, because I will forget. I will not end up making it back. So that is the plan. Run out, find a little mine area, and then have some fun. Have some fun. And I think I'm going to run out in this direction because I ran in that direction the last time that I went mining. So I really want to keep it interesting and go into a different direction. Go into a different route. Take the scenic route here over in this savanna biome. I love the look of this biome. I've said it before. I don't love the look of the trees, the acacia trees. A little bit too orange for me. But when it comes to the actual biome and the layout of the biome, I love them. I love it so much. I think it looks phenomenal. Now, since we are going on a mining expedition, I am just going to be okay with mining coal because I used a lot of the coal on torches. The great thing about torches is you really only have to use them when you mine or to light things up. So to get coal, I can literally, I have so many stacks of torches here. I have 2.5 stacks of torches roughly. So now I can just use the rest of the coal on smelting and on getting resources. Now, I don't need to get every single piece that I see. That's not necessary to do that, but I would like to at least get a little bit. And I'm also going to put the shield in my inventory because that would be a shame if I died. Now, it's not a hardcore series. I'm not necessarily worried about dying, but it's just something that I'm, I guess, actively trying to avoid. There we go. And we already have, yeah, I mean, look at that. Coal just is so abundant. Typically. Not always, but typically coal is going to be a very abundant resource. And honestly, mining up what I'm mining up here, this is probably going to be the last of what I need to get for quite a while mining. Because, again, coal just, there's so much of it in these veins. It feels like it never ends ever. But it did, and we are about, 1.5 stacks of coal there, which is perfect. And I'm just going to light up this area. I know there's a creeper. Yep, I had a feeling that was going to happen. Okay, that's fine. And I am just going to light up over here so there's no sneak attacks. There we go. And I'll place one there. And one there. Again, I have so much coal that I feel like I can just place torches at will, which is awesome. You always like to feel like you can actually use your torches instead of having to be conservative with them. At least that's my feeling. Perfect. A lot of extra iron here. I ran out of, or I didn't run out of iron, but I'm running low on iron because I made all of those lanterns for the bridge. And let me tell you, lanterns are not cheap at all. I had no clue how expensive it was going to be to make those lanterns, but I made them, and wow, that ended up being a little bit more of an iron eater, a resource eater than I thought it was going to be. I did not project that I was going to use that much. Now, I'm okay with using that much. It's iron. It's abundant. You can always find iron, just like how it's not like diamonds where you got to go to a certain depth to find it. You literally always can find iron. So I'm not too worried about it, but man, I just didn't realize how much lanterns really took. Okay, perfect. Exactly what I'm looking for. Now, I am probably missing, or I'm definitely missing all of these crevices, nooks, crannies, all of this stuff. I'm definitely missing some resources, but I guess whatever gets me down to depth fast, because this trip here, I have the iron. I have a stack and a bit of iron. I'm getting extra. I'll always be able to get extra iron. Now, what I won't always be able to get extra, well, I guess I technically always can get extra diamonds, but diamonds are going to be what I'm looking for. I don't have diamond gear. I feel like I want to upgrade my gear and just also be able to get decent resources, right? Sorry, not resources, but protection and tools. Tools and protection are always going to be number one. Now, here we go. I can do that. And here we go. Just getting some more iron. I might end up going above the 30-minute time limit for this episode. I'm not, oh my god, okay, that would have been bad. I'm not one to usually, like, toot my own horn here, but very smart move bringing dirt. Very, very smart move bringing dirt for building and whatnot. I think I am happy that I did that. Took a little bit of fall damage there, but nothing that I am too concerned about. I would like to do that. Beautiful. And, oops. And we can continue heading down, which this is pretty good. This is pretty good. A lot of iron here. I mean, honestly, it really is easy to get iron. This Caves and Cliffs update, I love it. I love it for mining. I'm super happy with it. You know, it was one thing, it was kind of cool just strip mining for hours and hours and hours. I mean, I have memories of literally spending full days. Now, this was before, this was before a job. This was before having to become an adult. But I remember full days of mining and just mining and mining and mining. And honestly, those are some of the core memories for me at Y12, right? Just going down to Y12 and just strip mining, finding stacks and stacks and stacks of diamonds. It's a memory for me, but definitely this Caves and Cliffs update now keeps it interesting. It just keeps it fun. Keeps it fresh, keeps it new, and it's pretty neat, if you ask me. Now, I'm trying to find my way down because I would like to get to somewhere. Yes, this is good. Oopsies. Perfect. In this music. It's the most... This game... Minecraft itself has... I'm going to make a statement. Minecraft itself has the greatest soundtrack of all time in any video game ever. No question. No questions asked at all. It is the greatest soundtrack. It makes me feel nostalgic. It gives me a... Okay, was not expecting to fall there. The feeling that this music gives me is just pure calm. Calm. That's the best way to describe it. It's just calm. It's phenomenal. They have it is. I hope it never changes. I hope it never gets out of the game. I hope it's the best. It is the absolute best. Here's some more iron. Look at that. I mean, I'm almost at a stack. And there we go. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Lapis, too. Lapis has become one of those resources, and I'm going to make a bold claim here, but Lapis has kind of become one of those resources like coal, where it actually literally serves no purpose other than the one thing. I guess coal has multiple purposes, torches, smelting, things along those lines. But lapis is literally a useless resource that is just so annoying to have to mine. It's obviously in less abundance than coal, so it's not like you're mining it for as long as you are mining coal. But it's become one of those things where, like, am I really that interested in getting lapis? No. Like, I couldn't care less, to be honest with you. But it's something that you have to do. You have to be able to enchant. It is what it is. But, man, it is kind of just becoming one of those things. Like, do I really want to get it right now? And it's always nice to have more rather than less. But it still doesn't change that it is a bit annoying. I could have had that skeleton kill that creeper right there. That's frustrating. There we go. One thing about this Caves and Cliffs update, I will say that is that's kind of funny, is I find myself, like, I get distracted by another avenue of cave or another, you know, another route that I could take. So I saw, like, up there where I just was before, I was like, okay, yeah, I'm going to mine in here. And then I just kind of found my way into this cave and into this path. And now I'm just on a whole nother path that I hope leads to something. But it's almost like, it's almost overwhelming to the point where you don't know if you want to continue in a path or if you just want to go down. I typically always find my way going down. That's kind of my strategy. I guess it depends on what I'm trying to find. I guess it on what I'm trying to mine and the resources I'm trying to gather. But typically I find myself always just trying to continue down. And that is an ancient city, I believe. I've never actually been in an ancient city. I don't know officially what to do. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot and I am going to do some research on ancient cities because I know ancient cities are where the warden spawns. I know that you can find really good loot in ancient cities. I'm aware of what it is or what they are. I'm not aware of like what the actual value to them is, and also I'm not aware on how to spawn the warden. I don't think that I can kill the warden. I wouldn't know how to kill the warden. Like I have no knowledge. I have no understanding of what to do and what comes from an ancient city. So what skeleton? What I'm gonna do is I took a screenshot of it just so that I have the area, the general area, and I'll do some research. It's probably not going to be in this one. I'm probably, you know, I'm really going to focus on this one and the next one on mining and then going back to the surface. But I don't want to lose sight of that city. I do want to go back to that at some point. So I definitely will be doing that. Again, I don't know, like, if anybody is watching this video and you have any ideas, any thoughts, if you know how to kill the warden, if you know what the ancient cities do and are, please let me know in the comments on how I can, you know, make sure the warden doesn't spawn and I can stay safe down there while still being able to loot. Maybe it's not safe. I don't know. Just please let me know. I'm totally open to feedback and getting an understanding of what the ancient cities are and how they operate. Same thing with the trial chambers, but that's another thing that I don't think that I could do right now. There. And we're getting some more iron. There we go. And there we go. And now it looks like I'm actually heading back up to the surface, which is not the most ideal thing. I wonder, could I avoid that ancient city? Because we are at Y5. And typically, diamonds are spawning, what, Y negative 56? Or like something insane like that? Let's see if this takes me down, you know, to a decent spot. Feels like it. It sure feels like it. There we go. Some diamonds. That's actually fascinating that I found some there. What is that? These caves are insane. I think I might be under the ancient city again. Or, well, I definitely am because I see some skulk. Why can I not get that iron? There we go. Okay, that's fine. That is a bunch of nothing. Again, I mean, I'm really just trying. 10 diamonds would be enough. Enough for an axe. Enough for another pickaxe. What else am I looking for? I mean, that's really what I'm just... Enough for diamond tools. And then, obviously, at some point, the plan would be to get to level 30. And be able to... plan would be to get to level 30 and be able to... what's it called? But... enchant. You knew what I was thinking. There we go. I'm going to light up this area. Nothing. Can go down. Oh, yeah, cave. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Diamonds are going to be easy here. Oh, that's more skulk, though. I would prefer to stay away. These are diamonds as well. Very nice. The goal is not to spend the whole episode down here. But, I mean, well, it is actually going to end up being that way because we're already at 22 minutes. But off camera, I'm going to make it back up to the surface. I've figured out the boundaries that I want to set for myself. You know, anything major that happens, I want to happen on camera. I do. I really, really do. And I think it's important that it does, especially just for the series and everybody watching and anybody following along, if anybody is, you know, following along. It seems like it's gotten some pretty good traction, actually, this series. So I'm really happy about that. Happy that I can share me having a good time with, you know, everyone else and other people, and maybe it makes you start a world or whatever. So that's pretty neat. But yes, so my plan is I am anything important I'm gonna do still on camera. But like if I need to chop down trees or if I need to do something, I'm giving myself. Obviously, I'm going to limit the amount of time that I do that. Limit it. So it's not, I'm not going to be perfect. There will be times where I grind and that I play longer than I should, but that's fine. And I think that I have 6 obsidian up on the surface. So what I am going to do is I am going to mine a little bit of the obsidian. I'm going to get 6 of it because I can't remember if I have 6 or 4 left. There's also a chance that I have 2 left. I don't remember, to be honest with you. So maybe I should get 8 to be safe. Some people would say you can never have too much obsidian. I disagree. Obsidian is a waste other than an enchantment table and a portal. There's no reason to have more. So do I really need all this? Probably not, but I'll get it just to, you know, just to have it. And I'll do 8 because I know that I didn't use all of my obsidian on the portal. I know that for a fact, I think. Or sorry, on the enchantment table. And I know I just said I know that for a fact. I don't know that for a fact. Not a chance. I do not know that for a fact. But I'm guessing. Educated guessing. And we're at 4 diamonds. Okay, and I need a new iron set. Holy smokes. Apparently I just take a lot of hits. I hear these skulk sensors going off, and I know that that's how the warden spawns. I don't know like how it. This is the depth of my knowledge. I know I keep saying I don't know, and then I'm like saying something that I do know. I don't know how it spawns. I know that it's through the skulk sensors or the sensors or whatever, but I don't know like what that means, if that makes sense. Like I don't know how to spawn it from those. I just know that it does spawn from them. If that it makes sense. That part at least makes sense. All right, and here is my plan. I got 4 diamonds. It's enough for another pickaxe. Quite frankly, I don't want to be down here anymore. I want to find my way up. And I want to, oh my god, 5 diamonds. But yeah, I want to find my way up and I want to find my way out. And there we go. We are officially out of the area. And this is some coal. Gonna mine some more of it just because it's right here and it's easily accessible. Might as well for now. But we come up with 5 diamonds. 5 less than I wanted, quite frankly. But it's no big deal. It is no big deal. Now, where are we heading? We are heading to 221170, so we can go this way. I think it is actually just going to be straight this way. Not too far away. I'm very happy with that. And I'm also, I used to hate water caves, right? I used to hate water caves. It made me so mad having to go down into a water cave, but I love it because of the access. Getting up and down is so easy out of those caves that it's like, it's perfect. It's exactly what you want. I'm getting 1,000 FPS. What is happening? And I was wrong. It was not straight that way. It is actually east. We need to head east. Wasn't in the total wrong direction, but I was in semi the wrong direction. I really wish there was a way to have your coordinates on your screen like at all times, as opposed to and here we go. Yeah, I wish there was a way to have coordinates on my screen at all times as opposed to having to like turn them on and off, because they take up so much of the screen. And look at that. Just take a look at that. It is amazing what you can get done in just a little bit of time. In just 10 episodes of Minecraft, this is what we have been able to get done. It's amazing. And then I have a few torches left over, so I am going to expand the lit area out slightly. There we go. And I'll place that, and then I'll do that one, and then I'm going to do one more right there, and we are pretty much we are pretty lit up down here. Very happy. Need to make sure there's no creepers. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, that is 30 minutes on the dot. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it. We mined this episode and got some resources off camera. I'm going to do some sorting, get my chess underway. And then pretty soon here, I don't know about the next episode, but pretty soon I want to start on a house. So that is the goal. Thank you very much for watching. I appreciate it, and goodbye.